Hey guys, welcome to another video, a new video actually, a new project that I want to do with you guys. I hope you guys are stoked, you guys are excited about this, because I really am excited. I haven't really done one of these for a while, or at all actually, I don't recall. But I'm definitely excited to do this game with you guys. I did mention this in a previous blog. I had to say I was wanting to make a game with you guys, that we would work on it together, and I decided to work on the Super Mario World actually game to work to what's the right word, to remake the first level of Super Mario World, which I think is called Yoshi's Island #1. I'm really definitely excited to do that, and basically with this video is basically just a project setup, showing you guys the way of this project and everything. The link to this project is in my GitHub, and the link is in the description. So go in there and download the latest project. And once you actually download it, just open it up and you will get this, what I have right now, which is awesome and amazing. Once you build it, it will build correctly, I hope. If it doesn't build correctly, let me know, but it should build, because this is the exact same thing that I just opened up right now. So you shouldn't have any issues. Make sure that this project is Visual Studio 2015, and I believe it's free actually. You should be able to get it. Yeah, so basically this is a GitHub stuff. Make sure you actually download it and everything, and we'll continue. So yeah, let's see if there's anything else I'm missing before I continue. Yeah, that's about it actually. So let's get started. I hope you guys have opened up this the project. As you can see, you'll get this. You'll have a source folder which contains all the source files that you will need. So right now, if you actually build it, it actually will not compile, because this is a static library, so it should not compile. So what we want to do to make this work is that we want to create a new project. So right click on solution on the right side, or on the left side, not sure which side you guys have it on. Go to right click on solution. You want to add new project, and we want to get a console application, and let's name it Super Mario. What do I want to call it? So, yeah, Super Mario game, I guess is a good thing to put. GitHub OpenGL framework. I want to make sure that's the actual correct folder that I want to use. Give me a second. Hold on, where's my folder? Oh, there it is. My bad. So it's OpenGL framework. Yes, that's the location. It should locate to the folder. Make sure it's actually in the folder where the solution file is at. So make sure you select that folder. It should be called OpenGL framework unless you guys changed it. But make sure you select that folder to be the location down here. We can name it Super Mario World, and that should be it, I believe. Click OK. Click Next. You want to create an empty project. Console should be fine. So now you should have this. What you do is, I don't like to have these here. Let's open up that folder. It should already created it for you. It should be here. Let's create a source. Let's call it SRC. I believe it should. Give me a second. Show all files. Refresh. Or do I have to create it myself? No. Okay. So I clicked on this, show all files. Make sure it's clicked, and you'll get this folder. So we want to do here, you want to right click, you want to add a new item, call that, make it a C++ CPP file, and that will be our main file. It should be there, should be in the correct folder. Then just call it void main for now, and just return. Probably doesn't need to return anything, but make sure right click on Super Mario game and go to set as startup project. And that's it. It should only give you this window because there's no actual game window just yet. So it should compile. You should get this. So now what you want to do is we want to do the good stuff. So you want to go to right click as your Super Mario game project and go to properties. All right. So once this opened up for you guys, you want to change some stuff in here. In here, in output directory, you want to see. You will have this solution dir and then money sign and configuration backslash. What do you want to do inside between the money sign and the last close parentheses from solution dir? You want to type in bin backslash. So it should be money sign open parentheses solution dir close parentheses bin VIN backslash and then rest. The rest should be the same. Intermediate directory. You want to make it so that copy this. So it should be that, right? The same thing as the top part. And you want to type in intermediates backslash money sign. Just make sure, this is basically what I'm doing right now, just make sure all the files that are actually not necessary or things that you don't want to see in some of the folders, make sure it's separated in a different area, like the OBJ files, all this stuff that we don't need. So make sure it's directed to a different folder. So you want to type in intermediates backslash money sign open parentheses. You're going to call it project name, capital P and capital N, project name, close parentheses and backslash. That should be the same. exe should be the same. Application exe. For Unicode, oh, one thing I probably forgot to do. Okay, that's fine. Use multi-bit set. And that should be fine. Copy this intermediate directory. Make sure you apply and change it to release mode because I forgot to do that in this. I should probably put it on configurations. Make sure that's multi-bit as well. Make sure it's the same exact thing as the other one. Forgive me for not doing that earlier. Copy the output directory as well and do it into the same thing as the other one. That way they both are the same. So now if you go out configurations, they all should be the same. So make sure you're in all configuration. I will let you know when to change it. But okay, now you have that. You want to go to BC++ directories. And in there you wanna do some stuff in here, right? You wanna add some files that are already included for you in this project. So let's add this stuff. I kind of already copied it in different area, so I don't have to type the entire thing. So I apologize. I probably should have created this folder for you guys, but I just want to go through the steps with you guys. Basically, you know, this video is gonna be a little bit boring, typing all this project stuff that we need. So what I want to do is solution dir. Type in dependencies backslash glue backslash include. You have one more to go because we will need this in the future, so might as well do it now so we don't have to do it later. And it's going to be solution dir dependency, so in case you want to do that, just copy this and copy it down, and it'll be tinyxml. We will be using that, and basically what tinyxml is, if you guys don't know what it is, basically is, I guess you could say a library where you're able to traverse or read XML files. That's what. Okay. That's what it will do. So once you have that, click OK. And make sure you're all in configuration, guys, because seriously, it sucks sometimes when we have to redo the same thing for release mode. So, okay. So the next part is going to be the library directories. That's going to be a little bit different because we do have a debug and a release library for it. So what we want to do is go to debug. Do we want to do that? You know what? No, before we do that, apologize. That way we don't have to do it to both. Go to library directories, click edit. And in there we can do the same thing like we did with glue. But instead of include, it will be lib. So maybe you just want to copy this entire thing and just include lib. And then after that, you just want to OK, apply. Oh, okay. I didn't do that. And if you actually didn't, if you guys messed up like I did, oh no, it's there. What am I talking about? Okay, I'm tripping out. Anyways, go to debug now. You want to we have two different files for the tiny XML. It has its own what's the name for it? Like I said earlier, we have its own library file for debug. Oh come on, I don't want to click that anymore. Okay. So it's gonna be solution.dir dependencies. So make sure you just copy that, put it down here, put tiny XML / and debug. Capital D, debug, and then tiny XML right afterwards in one word. And then once you do that, click OK. And you could guess what the other one is going to be called if you guys haven't guessed it yet. I just want to do all of this right now so that way I don't have to do it with you guys. Do it later and we want to do the fun stuff first, right? Okay, guys. The beginning of the project always sucks because this is what you have to do all the time. So the other one is the same thing. It's just instead of debug, it's gonna be called release. And click OK, press apply, and then go back to all configurations if you haven't done so afterwards. Now we want to go to the C++ directory. And we want to add additional include directories. So in here, go down, go to edit. And we want to do this. Well, it's not really, I was copying something else, but this one should be, so solution.dir. Right outside the close parentheses, you can put OpenGL. Or another thing you can do, actually, instead of copying that, go to your Super Mario game and copy this. Oh. Just copy this file name. Just copy that if you don't want to type it in, if you're lazy like I am. And that'll be it. Because solution.dir, if you guys don't know what solution.dir is, it basically is a directory that points to this folder. So it points to this folder. We go to an OpenGL 4.0 engine, and then we go to source, and we get all the source files that we need. Just add it, click apply. Let me see if there's anything else that we like to do here. I like to do all of this stuff. I may have to change it later, but I'll leave it like that for now. Because I do like to change some stuff. So for optimizations, we can do a little bit different for release. So on C++ optimization, we can keep that the same. For inline functions expansion, we want to, it's probably a little bit overkill sometimes, but why not have it, right? This one stays the same. This one is for favor size or speed. And it says favor fast code. Press apply. If you haven't done so, preprocessors, I believe all of this stuff stays the same. I'm not sure if there's anything that I need. Oh, we do actually. So what you want to do actually, I believe it's for both of them. I don't want to, Yes, it's gonna be for both of them. So go to all configurations, right? You're gonna go preprocessor definitions. Go to edit, and right after Win32, put glue static. What this means is that the glue library that we have that we are going to be using is static, so we can let the project know that it's actually static, and we have a static library for it. So that's what it's going to be doing. Make sure we have that, otherwise it's going to crash. Let me make sure we not forgetting anything else. Otherwise, I'll come back for it again. But yeah, that just lets us know that we need all the stuff, right? That glue has, since it's static. So in here, do we want to go debug? Yes, change that. Code generation, I guess that stays the same. It doesn't change. Let me see what release mode has. Okay. So in here, we say enable function level linking. Well, actually, no, mine does stay the same. For enable enhanced instruction set, we can use the second one, streaming SIMD extensions 2. We're probably not going to use any of these stuff. Me just stay not set though, but because we're probably not even going to use this. I mean, it's just a Mario game. It's not going to be like completely intensive stuff, you know. You know what? Let's leave it like how it was, because I believe it should be the same. I mean, not the same, but anyways, in floating point model, we want to use fast. The thing is, this is going to be release mode, so we want to make sure that it actually goes a little bit faster than it should be, than we want it to be. Because we're only doing that, so let's do that for now. Streaming SIMD extensions 2. I click apply. Like I said, you're probably not even going to do any of that. Go to our configurations, precom file headers. And here, just make sure it's not using any precom file headers. Apply. Linker. You want to go down to linker, open it up, go to inputs. We're going to add some good stuff in here. We're going to be adding just 3 different things. So we open it up, go to edit, and we're going to be adding all of this stuff actually. Oh. You keep in mind you actually don't need the semicolons. I believe that should be it. Yeah. You want to click OK. Apply. I believe everything else stays the same. Let's see if it builds or not, or if it crashes, because okay, it builds. And once after that, you should still get this. Yay, right? Okay, so what we want to do now, we want to include our framework H, right? Framework. Initialize. For now, we can put that null. We will create one right now. And project name, call it Super Mario game. And then framework run. And here, it's gonna stay here forever. Because that's our update loop inside of there. Let me see if it works. Of course, it did not. Oh, another thing I forgot. Not that I remember. Right click, go to properties. Go out. Oh, wait, what is this? What is that? Did I click something that I know about? Wait, what happened? Okay, that's weird. I don't know. I'm tripping out today. Apologize. Wait, another thing. Uh, go to right click Super Mario game. Go to build dependencies. I believe it's project dependencies, and check mark the OpenGL 4.0 engine. Go to properties. It should be able to reference my project. Why am I not able to reference it? Give me a second. I know it's none of this. I should be able to reference my project. Did I mess up somewhere? I don't think that would do it. Yeah, that will not do it. I need to do that. Why am I not able to do it? Because I need to be able to reference my project. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm not able to do it. So it's there, build order, OpenGL, fine, that works. So why am I not able to That is weird. Did I forget something? Hmm, interesting. Because I should be able to. I need to reference my project and configuration manager. I'll build. Interesting. I apologize, guys. I've never happened to me before. There should be another drop-down menu on top of this, where I'm able to reference my project. Or am I tripping again? I know it's none of this. Hmm. That is strange. I mean, one thing I could do. I'm gonna reopen my project. Give me a second, guys. Alright, well, I couldn't. Okay. I found another place to add it. So you want to right click Super Mario game. I apologize for. I know I just said I was gonna make it live, but this is just the project setting stuff, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Anyways, you want to do go to add and add reference, and make sure you click that. This is what I was trying to look for, and it should be able to work now, unless I messed up somehow again. So there you go. Now once you do that, you're able to play it, and you should get a black screen. There should not be anything there, and you should also get this basically. It will tell you it has no game component, which is fine. It shouldn't have it. So let's close it up. One thing we want to go open up OpenGL 4.0 engine, go to source, go to engine. And what you want to do is to remove this, because we shouldn't be doing that inside engine. So let's remove that. Now what you want to do, what's the good name for that project file? I'm trying to figure out a good name for it. Should it be Game World or Game World? It can't be. I don't want to do gameplay. Which does work. Gameplay should work too. Game World should be fine. Okay, that should be fine. Perfect. Why is this outside of this? Anyway. So what we want to do, right click on source folder. If you can't find it, make sure you click on show all files. And it should appear there, but so what we want to do, want to add class. Do that. You want to add what was it, Game World? Well, no. I'm still undecided by calling it Game World. Well, you know what? Game Scene. Well, I guess that works. You could do Game Scene. If I want to change the name later. we could do that. Any base class, call that game components. And in here, just make sure it's src for source / so that he adds it to that folder. Virtual destructor, yeah, sure. No inlines, public, finish. And I actually don't need to do all that stuff. Okay, so what we want to do, make some space here. We want to remove pragma. I mean, it does work, but there's something instances where pragma does not work on everything. So I just like going old school and just do if and def. I just say game scene. It's up to you. Either one works, but I just like this better. I guess I'm an old school guy or whatever you could say. So you'll be seeing me doing that multiple times, but yeah. So we have a game component. Not that we do. It will crash on me though, but let's go to game component header file. You want to copy the initialize. I guess we have to copy all of them because they're all zeros. Okay, let's copy all of them. And just remove the virtual stuff from it. And it's gonna overwrite that. That's what we are calling scene render here because I updated my project. That's why I'm seeing all of this stuff does suck. Oh, look, not sucks. It just looks different. Want to do right click on that quick actions. That immediately creates our functions for it immediately. That way we don't have to call it. It's up to you. We want to do it. I'm probably not even gonna use render at all. Alright. So once you have that, you have all the stuff that we need. Make sure move all the space that we don't need. For now, I'll just put Boyd DT. I'm not sure if it's gonna crash or not because the level warnings that I have on this. Now what you do, you wanna say just copy that, add it into here, and just say new game scene. Build, and it should compile fine, and you should still get a back screen because we don't have anything. But now you're just gonna be saying this initialization OpenGL successful, and it should not say no game component. So make sure it does not say that, and if it doesn't say that, that means you did this correctly. And we are done with this project setup. And yeah, that's about it. This is basically where we can do all our stuff. But yeah, I apologize for the boring part where we had to do this. Apologize. Hopefully it's a learning experience for you guys. And I mean, I don't memorize all this stuff because I wrote down all the stuff that I needed, so that way I don't forget. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In the next video, I have a whole bunch of stuff going on here. So before I actually end it, so we have all of this. I have it on the board. So they're not in order except for the project setup, which is this that we just did. It has to be first. The next one is a player movement, level setup, where we can put in the level, maybe the coins and blocks and all that kind of stuff. We don't have any collision just yet. Just laying down the stuff. And by player movement, of course, the movement of Mario, moving back and forth. I'm not sure about the jump yet because we'll continue that once we get to that bullet point. After that is camera movement, so make sure you I guess not parallaxes, but it moves with the character with Mario. We could do enemies afterwards after that. And then we could do collisions. Okay, so this is the thing about collisions. So, let's see. I don't have the picture. But if you actually look at the Super Mario World level 1, Yoshi's Island, there's could be sections where, there could be sections where it's just going to have slope. And slope, it can be a little bit, not saying difficult, but it can be issues sometimes. I'm not sure, I've never done it before, to be honest. I try to avoid slopes. But, and just collision in general, when it's just gotta make sure it's accurate. especially for a Mario game. Make sure the corners are correct and all that kind of stuff. So what I wanted to let you guys know is I'm not sure if I should include box 2D here because it'll make it easier for me for collisions. It'll be so much faster. Otherwise, we're gonna spend a long time doing collisions, and it may not be perfectly, you know. So I was thinking maybe adding box 2D. Now I was gonna ask you guys if you guys are okay with me using box 2D for this. I have not used box 2D since college. That was about like 4 years ago that I used it. So I don't have. I gotta go into it. I'm not sure how updated it is now, or hopefully it's a lot better than it was when I started using it. But I was thinking of using box 2D for collisions and for gravity and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I know it'll be so much easier to do if I can do that. And I was hoping if you guys would mind if I use it or not. It's okay if you guys don't want me to. You want to go old school and doing it, doing it, by hand. Write our own code for it, which is okay. But I'll preferably use. I would love to use box 2D. It's something I would like to get back into. But I was hoping you guys wouldn't mind. So I'm asking you guys to see what you guys say. Let me know in the comments, message me or something. But yes, okay. Our next bullet point is level setup part 2, where in this case we're gonna use a level editor, and this editor that we can use is called Tiled. It's a really cool editor, and I like it a lot. After that, I'm thinking functionality of items, and by that I mean like power ups, collecting of coins, dragging coins, and all this good stuff, all this good stuff. After that will be the end game, which will include, we will start adding the lives, and basically game over if all the lives goes to 0, and then include the finish line. Next bullet point, which I have question marks on it because I'm not entirely sure if I want to do it yet or not. I'll bring it up when the time comes, but for now, I'm not entirely sure yet, and it's basically going into pipes. Maybe to be able to go into pipes and go to a different section of it. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that just yet. In my mind, it feels like it's gonna be terrible, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure it might be easy to do. I always say that. I always feel like it's gonna suck, but in the end, it ends up being really simple. But we'll see. We'll get to that point. And after that, it will be blocks. And basically the question marks, make sure they're animating, make sure he jumps up and down when Mario hits it. And make sure, it's either a coin, power up, or whatever it includes. Breakable blocks. That'll depend if it will break, if it's a big Mario or not. Turtle shells, I'm not entirely sure yet. But there's turtle shells that are able to, break into blocks, blast into pieces, And there's some blocks also that has flips, if I'm a small Mario. And for breakable, if I'm small Mario, he just jumps up and down from what I remember. But yeah, that's all the bullet points that I have here. Our next one, they're not in order, but definitely the next video will be player movement, so we'll include, well, you know what? I do not have animations here. Well, we could do that afterwards, actually. Anyway, our next one will be player movement. If I'm missing anything, we'll do it in that video. And if there's any questions, remarks, feedback, or anything, let me know, guys. And let know other people about this project. Cause if anybody, your friends wants to make a Mario game, let them know. And it'll be awesome. We'll get this with you guys together. And we'll continue our next video, guys. I hope you guys are stumped, excited, like I am. And we'll see how this goes. I'll be committing this to GitHub, so you'll get this project anyway. I'll be doing that, so make sure you keep updated to that if you guys get any issues. But I would love for you guys to go along with me. That's what makes fun. That's what makes it exciting, So I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Signing out.